Here's a short yoga sequence to balance your body, mind, and energy and start your day off right. Begin with a straight spine and just start connecting to your breath. Try to feel your breath from your lower belly all the way up through to the top of your shoulders. So as you inhale, try to expand through your lower belly, then through the space close to your lower ribs, and then finally breathe deep into the space between your shoulders. And then as you exhale, reverse that movement from the shoulders, the ribs, all the way down into your belly. Do that a few times. You might also want to start your morning practice with a meditation. I suggest starting with 5 minutes and working up to 15 to 20 minutes every morning. And this is the best way to start with a clarity of your mind and a deep foundational connection to your true self. As you continue to focus on your breath, focus on feeling your center and projecting this balanced, connected energy as an intention into the rest of your day. Now, to really energize your practice, we're going to do a few rounds of Kapalabhati breathing. So we create this breath by pumping the lower abdominals in, which forces an exhale out. As you inhale, extend your arms up. Take an exhale out of your nose, one more full inhale, and then begin forcing the exhale by pumping your lower abdomen in. So if you're new to this practice, start with just 20 rounds and you can go as slow as you need to. Gradually move up to a count of 60. Once you've reached the amount that you feel comfortable with, take a deep inhale. And then as you exhale, you release the breath out of your mouth and lower your arms down. And then rest the palms in your lap, close your eyes, and just observe. Observe how you feel in your body. Observe the energy shift. We're going to go for another round. Inhale, extend your arms all the way up. Take a full exhale. One more inhalation, and then begin the Kapalabhati breath, pumping the lower abdomen in forcefully to release that breath out. The inhale happens naturally as you relax your abdomen. Again, start with a count of 20 and eventually work up to 60. You don't have to go quickly in the beginning. It's better to feel control through the breath than to go too rapidly and not have a steady rhythm. So when you finish that round, exhale out of your mouth, and again, palms on your lap and observe. Now interlace your fingers, extend them above your head, and really stretch up through the spine. And then take a little cow tilt, rounding the spine, tailbone towards your face. Inhale, reach up, lengthening through the side ribs. Exhale, round, chin in, tailbone towards your face. One more, inhale and reach, get nice and long through the spine. Exhale, lower your hands down, take your hands behind you. Interlacing your fingers, roll your shoulders back, reach the chest, deep breaths into your upper chest. If you can even reach your knuckles to the floor or rest your palms to the floor. It's okay if that reach doesn't feel comfortable for you. Breathing through the upper chest, rolling the shoulder blades back. Now let's make our way onto our hands and knees. We're going to flow into a child's pose, feeling the breath. Try to visualize it moving up and down the spine. And then let's find our way back up onto hands and knees. We'll take a few more cat-cows. So this is a flexion of the spine. On your first inhale, reach your chest up, your sit bones up, shoulders back, really arch deeply. And then exhale, reverse the movement of the spine. Good, do it again. Inhale, open it up, shoulders back, sit bones curl high. Exhale as you round, push the earth away from you. Good, really breathe into it. One more. Inhale, open up. Make sure you're not collapsing through the shoulders. Exhale and round, and feel the space you're creating between each vertebrae. Now start to round further forward, shoulders over your wrists, and then lean back, tilting the tailbone under. Come to a neutral spine, and then work through protraction and retraction through the scapula. So winging the shoulder blades in and out. And then take a few circles on your wrists. Circle in the other direction. And soften back into a child's pose. Deep breaths. Let's get a gentle upper body twist, a little bit of shoulder mobility, extending the right arm underneath you, lengthening through the left. Deep breaths. And let's take it to the other side. Left arm scoops underneath. Beautiful. And then find your way back up onto your hands and knees, pressing back into a child's pose, and then scoop through into your cobra. Relax your glutes and press back into child's pose. We're going to take a few rounds of this striking cobra. Inhale, scoop through, shoulders back. Exhale, press back to child's pose. Take it at your own pace. Inhale, cobra. You can even take a half cobra, keeping your elbows bent. Don't strain the spine. Exhale, child's pose. Remember, you're just warming up the body. Take it at your own pace. Just follow the breath. Inhale, scoop through. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Inhale, scoop through. Feel that energy moving through the body. Hold your cobra and tilt a bit from side to side, stretching the obliques. Now curl your toes under and make your way into a downward facing dog. So really important that you don't round your lower back. You can bend your knees however much you need to. Keep the shoulders open, firm grip on the mat through the fingertips. Feel your inner thighs spiral back. Now step your right foot forward, lower your left knee to the floor. Inhale as you extend your arms above your head, interlace your fingers, and take a lateral stretch over towards the side. Good. Deep breaths into the side of the ribs. Inhale back up to center. Now take your hands onto the thigh and gently move through a low lunge, keeping the heel anchored to the floor, tailbone down. Lift through your chest. Don't lean onto the thigh. Pull away. And then take it back, straightening that front leg out. And focus on the hamstring. So you can bend the knee however much you need to. You definitely don't want to strain here. Deep breaths into the hamstring. Try to drag that hip back, belly in, and then let's switch sides. Wait, let me move the snail off to the side first. Okay. Taking a downward facing dog in between sides. Realigning through the hips and lower back. Okay, and then step the opposite foot forward, drop down onto the knee. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up, interlace the fingers, pull up through the side body, and take a lateral stretch. Tailbone down, deep breaths into the side ribs. You're not collapsing into the side, you're lengthening through the side. Good, take it back to center. Hands onto the thigh, move through a low lunge. Try to keep the heel to the floor. Remember to always take it at your own pace. Lift away from the thigh. Don't collapse down. Tailbone down. Lower belly pulls up. Shoulders back. Deep breaths. And then lean it back, straightening that front leg out in front of you. Make sure you take it through both sides. And then find your way into a downward facing dog. From down dog, let's move into our low squat or malasana. Now, if malasana isn't comfortable for you to go that deep, you can come a little bit higher up and just a halfway squat there. Extend your arm out to the side, reach the opposite arm up and twist. You can also do this with your knees only slightly bent. Inhale back to center. And then take it to the other side. Extend out through the opposite arm and twist. Good. This is a great posture for the hips and for the elongation of the back. And back to center. Let's take a little forward fold here. Bring your feet slightly closer together. Grab your opposite elbows. Bend your knees however much you need to find comfort here, and take deep breaths into the lower back and the backs of the legs. Make sure your neck is relaxed, your shoulders are relaxed. Release your elbows, tailbone under, and round slowly all the way up to standing. Slight bend to the knees. Now sweep your arms from side to side. Just let them go like they're noodles, letting the momentum of the rotation of the body, let them rock from side to side. Nice little jostling of the spine, softening through the shoulders. Keep the breath going. Good. Shake it out a little bit and make your way back to center. Take your feet further apart. Point your foot out to the side and fold laterally for your triangle pose. Now don't worry about how far down you can go with your reach. Just try to keep the hips opening up and your arms stacked in opposite directions. Keep the thighs firm and the belly in to support the posture. Inhale, take it back up, and let's switch sides. Fold laterally and lengthen. Legs are firm, belly in, tailbone points down, and deep breaths through the hips and lower back. Keep reaching your fingertips in the opposite direction. Inhale, bring it all the way back up. Both feet parallel, hands to your hips. Deep inhale here. Reach up through your back, little arch here. Maybe support it with your hands behind you, and then reverse the movement into a forward fold. You can always micro bend the knees. Be aware of the lower back especially. Don't let it round. Don't worry about how far down you can go. This is a hamstring stretch, lengthening of the lower back. And then shift your body weight more towards the center of your feet instead of leaning back through your heels. Inhale, look up. And let's come right down into a seated position. From here, extend your legs straight out in front of you. We're going to take our Paschimottanasana, forward fold. It's important that your hips are anchored down, but you can always bend the knees. Keep the lower belly lifted to support your lower back. Your shoulders are relaxed. And again, don't worry about how far down you can go. Don't strain to try to come further down. The fold happens from the hips, not from the rounding of the back. So keep the legs active and the hips rooted down. Inhale, bring it back up. Cross your right leg over, hug your shin in towards your chest, lifting the foot off the floor, and then anchor the foot down. You can hug it in, or you can hook the opposite elbow and twist. Keep the hips rooted and breathe through that spiral in the spine. You can even close your eyes here and just follow the pathway of the energy up and down the spine, feeling more present with your body, more anchored to the breath. And then gently release the twist. Drape the right leg over the left however much you comfortably can. Extend your right arm up. You can use your left hand to pull the right elbow back, or if it's comfortable for you, reach back for a bind. Don't force a bind, but if it naturally comes, you can hold it. Feel free to close your eyes. Breathe deep into your Gomukhasana. Feeling more deeply rooted through the hips. Shoulders soften down, chest rises up. And gently release. Feel free to shake the shoulders out if you need to. And then take a soft forward fold over that right thigh, relaxing your neck and shoulders. Again, don't worry about how far down you can go. Just let it be a very passive posture. Breathing deep through your hips, lower back. Rooting down, anchoring to the earth. Inhale, slowly bring it back up. And let's take it onto the other side. Cross your left leg over. Wrap your arms around that shin. Squeeze it in and up. And then anchor your left foot down. You can hug the shin with the right hand as you twist, or hook your right elbow and twist. Yeah, deep, steady breaths. Observe the energy moving up and down the spine. Feel free to close your eyes and just really stay present with yourself here. You're establishing a deep relationship with yourself so that you can observe yourself throughout your day. So you can stay true to what you're feeling internally, to what you're receiving internally. Okay, and then drape that left leg all the way over. Extend your left arm up, bend the elbow. Use the right hand to draw it back or bind. Deep inhale and exhale. Feel free to close your eyes again. Shoulders are soft. Keep the breath steady. Find a space of surrender. And then gently release the arms. Feel free to shake the shoulders out a little bit. And we'll take another soft forward fold over that upper thigh. Again, don't worry about how far down you can go. Just really try to drape your body, letting everything go. Don't force, don't strain, don't push. Just soften and breathe. Slowly bring it all the way back up. Extend your legs out. Okay, let's bring the bottoms of the feet together, and we're going to take a modified Baddha Konasana. Scoop the palms under your calves. Reach for the tops of the feet. For this one, we're going to round. So tuck your chin in. Even try to tilt your tailbone towards your face slightly. You can soften your belly on this posture. Just keep breathing into the lower back and hips, observing this internal energy, this internal awareness. Connecting to yourself in this moment, accepting all that you are in this moment. Gently release. Okay, so if you don't have a block, you can always use a blanket or a pillow for this posture, but take it lengthwise along the spine. Make sure it doesn't go too far above the shoulder blades. It should pretty much line up with the top of your shoulder blades so your neck and shoulders are free. You can keep your legs straight or bring the bottoms of the feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana. You can keep the arms open out to the side or reach them above your head. That'll get deeper into the shoulder, upper back, and chest release. So this is our supported fish pose. It's a great posture if you spend a lot of time on your computer, if you tend to round and slouch forward, like most of us do these days. And of course, we're opening through the heart center in this posture. Now gently release the legs out if the feet are touching. Slowly bring it all the way back up. And then gently make your way all the way back down onto your back. Now we're going to move into Viparita Karani, or legs elevated pose. Take your block or your prop and take it underneath your lower back and reach your legs straight up. You can also do this up against a wall and just rest your feet on the wall. Just make sure if you are on the wall, either you have a blanket that's directly connected to your lower back, or your lower back is flat on the floor. You don't want your tailbone to be scooping all the way up. So in this posture, we soften the shoulders into the earth, relax your jaw and your forehead, and just breathe into this delicious release. This is an incredible pose to do at the end of the day as well, releasing tension from the lower body. And bend your knees, feet flat. Remove the prop that you have underneath you. Take your palms onto your lower belly for a moment. And then draw your knees into your chest. Drop your knees over towards the left and look towards the right. And then let's switch sides. Swivel your knees over to the right as you gaze over to the left. And then finally draw your knees back into the center. And we're going to finish it off with happy baby pose. If you can, keep your elbows towards the insides of your knees and grab the outsides of your feet. If that's not accessible for you, just grab your calves or your ankles. Try to keep your lower back flat on the floor. And then release and give yourself one more final squeeze. And soften all the way down to the earth. So we're going to take a brief Shavasana or final relaxation pose. Let your feet fall open, palms face up. And truly surrender into this moment. Feeling the balanced energy in your body, feeling deeply connected to yourself. And as you continue to surrender, offer some positive words of affirmation, honoring yourself, loving yourself, accepting yourself in this moment, being grateful that you gave yourself this time to start your day off right. And then place your left hand on your belly, your right hand on your heart. Perhaps offer an intention for the day and visualize this very balanced energy extending with you throughout the rest of your day, keeping this deep communication with your inner self. And then hug your knees to your chest, find a fetal position on your side. Gradually make your way back up to a seated cross-legged position. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. And please like, subscribe, and follow for more content. Namaste.